This is Picher, Oklahoma. It's a town in northern Oklahoma that was the victim of unbridled greed when constant mining and incorrect disposal of mining waste ended up contaminating the local water supply and forcing all the residents to evacuate. This is the story of Picher, Oklahoma.
Picher is the deserted site of a former city in northern Oklahoma. It was a major center of lead and zinc for more than 100 years.
These foundations are a bit larger. Still got a few features to them. Watch for snakes. This was a big building, whatever it was.
Decades of unrestricted subsurface excavation dangerously undermined most of the town's buildings. In addition, the mining activities created hazardous levels of toxic waste, both on land and in the town's sources of water.
There's so much more than meets the eye here. So many structures, so overgrown you can barely even tell they were there. Most of these lots are somebody's home, a home that they had to leave behind. Not because they wanted to, but because they had no choice.
In 1994, over 34% of the children in Picher suffered from lead poisoning as a result of playing and living in this toxic environment.
You can barely see it, but on either side of us, there are foundation after foundation. It's just so overgrown you can barely tell anything was ever there. But all this used to be buildings on either side. So there you can see a glimpse of the concrete foundation.
Eventually, the Environmental Protection Agency and the state of Oklahoma agreed to a mandatory evacuation and buyout of the entire township. After once having had a population of about 14,000 at its peak in 1926, the population of Picher had plummeted to just 20 by the 2010 census.
Was some sort of abandoned facility or something. I don't know what it was. Anybody up for a picnic? Oh, it's a baseball stadium. Wow. Home and guest. Oh, and this is where the other team would hang out, I guess. Would have been beautiful at some point.
By March 2014, abandoned buildings still standing included the school, a church, the mining museum, a handful of mercantile buildings, and numerous houses. In addition to the remaining abandoned structures, there are also countless deserted mining and processing facilities, miles of empty street blocks, and a few highly toxic bodies of water.
Alsop Industrial Services.
I saw no other humans when I visited. However, coyotes, snakes, and various other species of wildlife have made themselves at home among the ruins of this deserted town.
So beautiful yet deadly. It's actually still pretty clear. You can see right to the bottom. Not sure what it was, but probably some sort of mining or processing facility. Tree growing right in the middle of those two. pieces of concrete. Wow. All right, let's go.
Picher is among just a small number of locations in the world to be evacuated and declared uninhabitable due to environmental and health damage caused by mining operations. Cleanup is still ongoing. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Beyond Civilization, if you're enjoying my content, as well as clicking on the notification bell to be notified of any future videos that I produce. I'll see you on the next one.